Mic test, mic 1. Mic 2, test, mic 2.
The playoff bus is about to leave, but one seat remains vacant. 7 have been booked, but one is still up for grabs. Tonight, the ticket to that lone seat will be contested by 8 seed Anthem, Metroshen, and 9th rank Schone Mcdavid here in the play-in game for the 6th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Exped Charcoal Sox. Live from the AYSN Sports Center, the home of the Stallion Cup, here in El Domingo in San Juan. 4 days before the playoffs, we settle things first in the play-in match between Anthem, Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid, with the winner claiming the number 8 spot in the quarterfinals. This is Jonathan Racer, live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Joining me in the broadcast panel tonight is our colleague, Rowie Sacote. Good evening, Rowie.
Yes, good evening. I'm very excited for this play-in tournament. It's either win or go home, Jonas. And excited ako sa game, and I'm also excited working with you
For the first
time na dito sa Stallion Cup natin.
Okay, a lot of teams played in this tournament. Before we enter the playoff round, play-in muna tayo.
Yes.
But how did these two teams end up in this play-in match?
Yes, we have a three-way tie in the 7th, 8th, and 9th seed. Actually, it was Traverse Asia, Anthem, Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid. That's why we have this play-in tournament, because nasa lower rank eto, nasa 8th and 9th seed si Anthem, Metroshen, because sa quotient system, since may three-way tie tayo, Traverse Asia got plus 10 sa quotient system natin, Anthem, Metroshen got plus 7, and minus 17 naman si Schone Mcdavid. So Traverse Asia will be the 7th, 8 si Anthem, Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid will be the 9th. Also, just want to let everyone know that Fabriano, Metroshen, and also Bridgestone and Razon are already eliminated dito sa ating 6th season.
Well, the mathematics came into play,
Yes.
into the ranking 1 to the 9th spot. May mga tie din in the other
Yes.
spots, so we'll discuss it all game.
Oo.
Pero muna, in this ball game, we have talented players, syempre, in Anthem,
Oo.
Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid. Who are the players to watch out for in this ball game?
Well, these two teams already matched up during August 23, and that was their first game going head-to-head during the eliminations round. But during that game, it was actually Anthem, Metroshen who won that game by 10 points, 70-80 was the score. For Schone Mcdavid, it was actually Kyle Slau, the player to watch out for. The former NLEX Road Warriors scored 24 points and 8 rebounds. But for Anthem, Metroshen naman, it's their big man. Itong si Martin Reyes, not just he scored 28 points, but he also shot as a big man, shot 40% from 3-point land. That's why they got the win.
Okay, those are the players to watch out for, and the players that we are expecting to carry the scoring load for both
Yes.
squads. You will hear more from me and Rowie all game long, but when we come back, it's the opening tip-off here at the play-in game between Anthem, Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid here at the Season 6 of the Stallion Cup, powered by Exped Charcoal Sox.
Oo nga.
Good evening, basketball fans. Live from the AYSN Sports Center here in El Domingo in San Juan. We welcome you to the play-in game here in the 6th season of the Stallion Cup, powered by Exped Charcoal Socks. We have Anthem Metroshen going up against Schone Mcdavid.
Yes,
This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Joined here at the panel by the one and only Rowie Sacote. Good evening, Rowie.
Yes, good evening.
First time to work with you in this very crucial play-in game here at the Stallion Cup. Only the winner of this ballgame advances to the playoffs.
Yes, again, laglagan that it's either win or you advance, no? And what a better way to have this game by covered with you, Jonas. And as you can see earlier, like what I mentioned during the pregame, yung 3-point shooting yung kailangan natin tutukan for these two teams.
We have Anthem Metroshen in blue, Schone Mcdavid in green. These teams ended in a 3-way tie together with Traverse Asia Builders, but the mathematics came into play wherein it was Traverse Asia who actually garnered the 7th spot, ending with these two teams in the 8th and 9th spot to play in this play-in match. With a 5-0 start here for the Blue Shirts. That is a turnover ball going the way of Schone Mcdavid. Actually, last season's tournament runner-ups, Rowie.
Yes, and right now, Schone Mcdavid naman kasi, they are now leading this match by 5-0, no? And again, sinabi ko during the pregame is actually yung 3-point shooting specifically for Anthem Metroshen yung kailangan nating abangan, but they open up this game with a 3-pointer. Ito, Schone Mcdavid.
A miss there by Kyle Slau on the other end. Anthem Metroshen now with the possession. Here comes Waki Cannon, hounded by Jertiao. He finds Donald Fellbaum match up against Gino Noel. Fellbaum with a pump fake shot is no good. Ball is tapped out of out. Save here by Garcia. Fresh 14 here for the Blue Shirts. Chan, familiar jumper, no good. Rebound by Jertiao with a long pitch to Contreras. Cards now in transition. He will miss. Rebound secured by Donald Fellbaum. And Contreras will be whistled with a foul. Ball possession going the way of Anthem Metroshen.
Yes, you cannot blame etong si Wesley Contreras to get that steal because again, that guy is the 4th best player in terms of steals per game. He's averaging 2.4 steals per outing, etong si Wesley Contreras.
Ball possession going here to Anthem Metroshen. In their starting unit are Donald Fellbaum, Sean Chan, Martin Reyes, Waki Cannon, and Nick Garcia. Meanwhile, in the Schone Mcdavid starting unit, they have Aaron Cole, Wesley Contreras, Kyle Slau, Gino Noel, and Jertiao. Here comes Donald Fellbaum asking for a clear out. He's an opening. Sean Chan, elbow J, in and out. Rebound by Fellbaum. Fresh 14 for the Blue Shirts. The hook shot is no good. Rebound secured by Kyle Slau. Forward pitch. Contreras, too deep. Gets it back out. Pulls up for a 3. No good. Rebound by Garcia. Hands it over. Garcia rather with a pass from Cannon. Garcia slowing down the pace for the Blue Shirts. Garcia from the middle. Cannon, jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Jertiao. Still a 5-0 score line in favor of Schone Mcdavid. Lau finds a gap. Lau will miss. Power rebound by Donald Fellbaum.
That was a
Ball
good
is
defense.
secured here by the Blue Shirts. Martin Reyes against Nag. Shot fake to Chan. Pump fake, draws closer, jumper, bottom!
That was a good defense actually dito for Aaron Cobb, but better offense for Anthem Metroshen. Finally, after 3 minutes of action, nakascore na rin sila.
First 2 points of the ballgame for Anthem Metroshen, nailed there by Sean Chan. Meanwhile, Jertiao looking to answer back. His jumper doesn't work. Rebound picked up here by Nick Garcia. Looking left and right. Garcia to Fellbaum at the top of the key. Handoff, Reyes for 3. No good. Rebound by Gino Noel. 6:38 remaining here in the first. Noel, he finds Contreras. He's an opening. Pulls it back out upon seeing Fellbaum. Contreras for 3. Shot is no good. Rebound by Chan. Hands it over to Fellbaum. Now to Nick Garcia. Looking at the clock. It says 6:23. Garcia to Fellbaum. Swings it to Reyes for 3. No good. Rebound secured by Gino Noel. Off we go. Kyle Slau, hesitation dribble, Lau to the rim. He scores. That's the foul.
And look at that, the former NLEX Warrior going to work again. Kyle Slau is actually the player who leads this tournament with points per game. He's averaging 34.5 points per game and he's at the free throw line right now. That is the 7th best free throw shooter dito sa ating tournament, averaging 69.5%. From the line.
Well, the street cred of Kyle Slau in full display here. That triple by opportunity. Meanwhile, 3-pointer because now it's gone. 3-pointer brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint.
And that guy actually is also the 8th best 3-point shooter in this tournament, averaging 33.3% from downtown.
And that Kaislao 3-pointer gives Schone Mcdavid an 8-point lead. Anthem Metroshen with the possession. Chan, jumper's gone.
Quick retaliation there for Sean Chen. Last game, actually, you only scored 7 points when these two teams met.
And Contreras not waiting for the defense to set, taking advantage of that one, attacking early and getting the foul.
And that was not an easy feat for Wesley Contreras because the one who's guarding is Donald Felbaum. He is the number 6 all-time in terms of blocks per game. Itong si Donald Felbaum, really rim protector for Anthem.
When you see Donald Felbaum down the paint, you will hesitate to drive. I'll pull it back out, no?
Ang laki.
11-4 lead here for the Greenshirts. Contreras missing on the second, but offensive board by Aaron Ko, giving Schone Mcdavid the fresh 14. Jert Yao at the top of the key. Screen offered by Gino Noel. Here comes Yao. Noel, free throw line jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Chan. 5-19 remaining here in the first. Martin Reyes, 1-on-1 against Lau with a bounce pass to Garcia. Looking at the clock. Garcia with Contreras in front of him. Garcia, pick and roll action. Chan lays it in. He will score.
Like what you mentioned, that was a good pick and roll play from Garcia. And at the same time, for those who don't know, actually Anthem Metroshen is averaging 19.6 assists per outing. For Schone Mcdavid naman, they are the second to the bottom in terms of assists per game. So, ball rotation rin yung kailangan improve ng dalawang kupunan na to. And you see why. As we have now a 5-point lead,
substitution, yeah. All the anchors that I've worked with here, the Stallion, I always ask the same question. The mandatory substitution, an important facet of the Stallion Cup. How important is that in the strategy of both teams?
Especially, it's like playing chess, no? Kasi again, you're automatically mixing and matching your players. Kailangan pag-isipan mo yung first unit and second unit mo from the first quarter up until to the third quarter. Kasi third quarter, kasi if ever may isang player na hindi pa nakaka 10 minutes na playing time, kailangan pa rin sundin yung mandatory substitution natin.
Meanwhile, Kotoko knocks down a 3, announcing his entry to the ballgame. 3-pointer is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint.
Yes, and that is a good 3-point shot now. Finally, let's see if that will be the fire igniter for Anthem Metroshen from downtown in this game.
Gabriel too will miss, but the cleanup job is completed by Eldridge Nang. 13-9 lead for Schone Mcdavid. Kotoko, back-to-back threes. This time he misses. Rebound picked up here by Gabriel Chu. 4:08 remaining in the first. Chu looking down the floor. No look pass. Nang. He won't finish. Rebound by Ivan C. Anthem Metroshen on the attack. 3-on-3 down the floor. Kotoko for 3. That is too strong. Rebound secured by Joe Betko. Hands it over to Joe Logo. Drives middle. Go. Finds a gap. Shot is no good. Another rebound by Nang. Guarded by Chua. Take out pass to Go. Against Kotoko, Go, sidestep, he will be fouled.
Yes, good clog of the driving lane dito ng Anthem Metroshen against Joe Logo. Again, Joe Logo is, kung number 1 si Kaislao sa points per game dito sa ating 6th season, ang second is actually Joe Logo.
A pretty much stacked lineup here for Schone Mcdavid. Joe Logo, also a former PBA player suiting up for Blackwater in the PBA, and also a former De La Salle Green Archer.
Yun, and right now he's at the free throw line, and that guy is also, kung number 6, number 7 si Kaislao in terms of free throw percentage, ang 6 naman is etong si Joe Logo, averaging 69.7% from the free throw line. And hindi lang yun, he's the 10th best in terms of plus-minus dito sa ating stat sheets, no, sa ating buong 6th season during the eliminations round. He's averaging plus 7 points per game when he's on the floor, so that says a lot in his contribution as a player.
If you have Joe Logo and Kaislao in your lineup, you won't be lacking in scoring. Meanwhile, Ivan C had to be creative in that attack.
Yes, that was like what you mentioned, good attack against a much bigger defender in Eldridge Nang, pero fearless drive was...
Whoa! Ayan na. Joe Logo starting up in a 3-pointer, brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 pick. Meanwhile, wasting no time there was Anthem Metroshen. Trey Chua will miss on that layup try. Rebound by Joe Betko. Finds Hans Ang to Gabriel Chu. They are looking for Joe Logo. Spotting up, drives baseline, twisting shot. That is no good. Ball picked up here by Ivan C. Here comes the blue shirts. C to Kotoko against 2. Extra step. Oh, Kotoko will score plus the foul.
Yes, Jed Kotoko last game when these two teams met, it was actually scoreless, no? But in this ball game where, you know, this is a win or go home kind of situation, you really need to step up. Finally, he's in the scoreboard after getting that end one play.
Former Stallion Cup Finals MVP Jed Kotoko at the free throw line. The bonus is good. That will cut down Schone Mcdavid's lead to 3 with 2:45 remaining in the first. Here comes Gabriel 2, looking at the clock, setting up the table for the green shirts. 2, asking for a clear out, guarded by Ivan C. Nang providing a screen. Nang near the elbow and a foul away from the ball will be called. Our officials for tonight, our crew chief is Ronald Alan Dasal, umpire 1, Hernan Alejo, and umpire 2, Oliver Pederio. The foul will be called against Ivan C. Sideline inbound play for the green shirts. Here comes Gabriel 2, tasked with an inbound. Joe Logo creating space, the jumper off the glass. That is pure.
Yes, look at that shot from Jologo. And for those who don't know, nung nagkatapat to during the elimination set ng dalawang team na to, Jologo wasn't actually available in that game. So it's a sight to see for Schone Mcdavid that he's up and running in this ball game.
I've been waiting for Joe Logo and Kyle Slough to share floor time maybe later in the ball game. Meanwhile, that almost hit the shot clock, but Gabriel 2 was fouled on that floater try. 2 free throws will be awarded here to Gabriel 2, trying to add up to this 5-point Schone Mcdavid lead.
Yes, and that's the right way to do it if you're Schone Mcdavid. Already penalty na itong Anthem Metroshen, so you gotta drive to the lane and also look for fouls and abuse the free throw line. Why not? You are the second best free throw shooting team in this competition, averaging 63% from the free throw line. Itong Schone Mcdavid, that's the second best.
Meanwhile, that's Gabriel 2 splitting on his try, increasing Schone Mcdavid's lead to 6. Here comes Ivan C, hounded by Gabriel 2. C, pull up J, in and out, rebound by Jobet Ko, looking down the floor. Ko finds 2, Joe Logo draws closer, lays it in, he will score. A left-hander shooting a right-handed layup there.
Yes.
Joe Logo. Meanwhile, Kotoko with a drop pass. Ivan C will answer back.
That was a good pass dito to Ivan C, making it look easy inside the paint.
Meanwhile, here comes Joe Logo, hounded by Chua. Floater off the glass is no good. Rebound by Nang to Jobet Ko. Joe Logo spotting up, trying to go baseline. Kicks it back out. Ko. No one is open. Ko. Runner off the glass. That is no good. Hans Ang. Offensive board. The ball stopped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Schone Mcdavid early on. The extra possessions going the way of Schone Mcdavid.
Benny Cuyuto and Ian San was actually caught ball watching inside the paint. No box out. That's why naka-rebound pa doon ng Schone Mcdavid.
Jologo entry pass to Jobet Ko. Finds Hans Ang entry to Nang. Free throw line jumper. That is short. Another rebound by Hans Ang to Jobet Ko. And again, Hans Ang making that extra play possible for Schone Mcdavid.
And that's the important key for Anthem Metroshen. They need to box out to defend the rebounders dito ng Schone Mcdavid. Because right now, actually Schone Mcdavid is leading in terms of rebounds in the first quarter alone. And one rebound is equal to one possession, and one possession is equal to an opportunity for your team to score. So that's one of the things that Anthem Metroshen needs to prioritize in this game.
And that opportunity led to this Jobet Ko free throw trip. He misses on the first, also missing on the second. Rebound plucked out here by Ian Tan. Hands it over to Ivan C. Pull up 3. That is no good. Rebound by Nang. Forward pitch to Gabriel 2. Joe Logo pulls up 4-3. That is no good. Rebound by 2. Fresh 14 for the green shirts. Go. Nearly mishandles the leather. One-hander. That is no good. Rebound. Grabbed here by Gerard Kotoko. Jobet Ko coming up with the steal. Kotoko with the save. 2 in front of him. To Tan. Finds C. Corner 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ballgame for Ivan C. Brought to you by Boys and the #1 Pain.
And that is the 10th best 3-point shooting player in this tournament, averaging 32.5% from downtown. Right now, Anthem Metroshen is actually struggling to shoot their threes. That's just their second 3-pointer in this ball game.
8 seconds remaining here in the first. 2 to Nang. Post pass. Jobet Ko. Spin move. He will score. Plus the foul.
Jobet Ko is also one of the players that did not play last game when these two teams met. So this is a surprise player for Anthem Metroshen.
Ganda ng pivot.
Really a big man, no, going to work.
displaying his footwork early on in this ball game. Jobet ko, 3-point by opportunity is brought to you by Boys and the number 1 Pate. He completes that with a bonus. 2 seconds remaining here in the first. The ball is tapped out of bounds. A second remaining here for Anthem Metroshen to come up with the play before we end the first. Coyuto, sideline inbound. Finds Stan. He will fire. No good. And at the end of the first, it's a 25-19 lead for Schone Mcdavid over Anthem Metroshen. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second quarter when we come back. Quarter number 2 between Anthem Metroshen and Schone Mcdavid. We start off the second period with Schone Mcdavid ahead by 6. That first quarter felt like a breeze, Rowie. That was so fast.
Yes, and for those who don't know, in terms of field goal percentage, halos pares lang yung dalawang koponan. Schone Mcdavid is actually up because they shot more free throws and lamang sila ng isang tres compared to Anthem Metroshen.
But I guess the rebound story tells
Yes.
you how that first quarter really panned out. I was amazed on how Hans Ang was able to give extra possessions to his team.
Yes, lamang sila ng 4 na rebounds no coming into the second quarter. 21 rebounds for Schone Mcdavid, 17 rebounds naman for Anthem Metroshen. And so far for Schone Mcdavid, a lucky break for them as Anthem Metroshen are missing their 3-point shots. Unlike their previous game no nagkatapat sila during the eliminations round.
Meanwhile, Wesley Contreras back on the floor here for the green shirts. Hands it over to Nang. Attacking. Layup is no good. Rebound. Blocked out here by Donald Felbaum. Forward pitch. Ivan. See, ball stolen from behind by Yu. Here comes Schone Mcdavid. Looking to attack. Yu finds Contreras. They swing the leather. Kyle Slau attacks middle. He collides with Donald Felbaum. Kyle Slau gets a foul.
And Donald Felbaum was actually asking for a charge there. Was saying na in-extend daw ni Kyle Slau yung elbow niya. But our referees had a better angle there.
Parang rinig mo na dito yung inbound. Well, Kyle Slau, when he goes downhill, you expect him to get that contact and really find his way to the basket.
Yes, and again, like what I mentioned, the 7th best free throw shooter. Kasi it's like a pick your poison kind of thing when you're guarding Kyle Slau. This guy can shoot knockdown threes. He's also a fearless drive to the rim. So, you don't know if magsasag-off ka ba or magko-close in ka sa kanya when you're defending him.
That Kyle Slau free throw increases Schone Mcdavid's lead to 6. Here comes Ivan C. Guarded by Yu. C to Felbaum. Hands it over to Martin Reyes. Hounded by Contreras. Reyes for 3. That doesn't work. Ball is tipped. Offensive board here by Felbaum. Sidestep. Whoa! Gino Noel completes the steal. Turnover against Anthem Metroshen. Here comes Gert Yao leading the attack. Yao fakes a pass to Mike Yu into deep. Mike Yu will score!
That was a reversal play. Yung big man pa yung namasa sa forward.
Meanwhile, Ivan C. couldn't wait for his teammates. He will miss on that lay-in try. Rebound by Yu. Chan in front of him. Kick out pass. Kyle Slau near the corner. Draws closer. Contreras with a fake.
Oh.
Jumper by Contreras off the glass. He'll score!
That was a good fake from Wesley Contreras sending Donald Felbaum up in the air to make that easy bucket.
8:26 remaining here in the second. Timeout requested by Anthem Metroshen. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Back to live action with 8 and 26 remaining in the second. Anthem Metroshen down by 10. Chan finds Felbom looking for Garcia. Instead, he pitches it to Ivan C. Now they find Garcia looking for a gap. Chan, familiar jumper, bottom! Specialty of the house for Chris.
And look at that, quick retaliation play, fast break opportunity, Contreras and Lau connection there.
Not waiting for a Rowie Sakote analysis there was Schone Mcdavid. Kyle Slau retaliates with the lane. Here comes Chan. Finds Ivan C with Mike Yu in front of him. C getting a screen from Reyes. C to Chan. Another J. This time he will miss. Ball is tipped by Ivan C, giving a fresh 14 for Anthem Metroshen. Felbom, free throw line jumper is good.
That was a wide open shot from Donald Felbom. So no contest, no? But again, this team, for those who don't know, itong Schone Mcdavid is actually the number one team in terms of, look at that pass and one play for Kyle Slau.
And sabi mo kanina, di ba? Offensive rebounds leads to
More possessions.
More scoring opportunity there. We have another 3-point play opportunity. This time, Kyle Slau heading to the bonus.
And Schone Mcdavid is actually not giving any chance for Anthem Metroshen to set up their defense. For those who don't know, Schone Mcdavid is actually the leading team in terms of fast break points per game. They're averaging 24 points in fast breaks per game. That's the number one scoring in fast break in this tournament.
And right here in the first half, they're making Anthem Metroshen pay, no? For not marking their rebounders, leading to extra possession. Meanwhile, Contreras, open three, jackpot! With no defense in front of him, Wesley Contreras again makes them pay.
Yes, Anthem Metroshen was actually sleeping on their defense, leading to a wide open three. And that was after a timeout. I don't know what happened there.
Because
Literally a defensive collapse for the Sky Blue shirts.
here comes Felbom looking for a handoff. Instead, a foul will be called against fellow big man Jert Yao. Ball possession will stay here with Schone Mcdavid. At this juncture, Rowie, what adjustments should Anthem Metroshen do? They are down by 13.
Box out and stop the fast break opportunity. That's really what they really need to focus on this
That's
game.
really hurting them
and
now.
at the same time, make Martin Reyes, feel his shots. He's missing his shots, and so far he only has 2 points in this ball game.
Meanwhile, Mike Yu skies for that shot. He will miss though. Felbom bothers him for the second. Rebound secured by the blue shirts. Garcia to Martin Reyes with a fake. Elbow J. Good!
That's just a second bucket made here for Martin Reyes, but let's see if that will be a fire igniter for him. Because actually he's averaging 22.1 points per game, and that's just his sixth.
He's looking to find his shooting touch here in the ball game. Meanwhile, Jert Yao on the post, guarded by C. Yao, he couldn't fire. Short pitch. Yu, one-hander. All cylinders clicking here for Schone Mcdavid.
Yes,
Rowie.
hand down, man down for Donald Felbom. No contest there. And Mike is actually the 7th naman in plus-minus per outing. Averaging +8 every time he's on the floor. That shows that even though he's not that much of a scorer, he's contributing to his team.
Meanwhile, here comes Felbom as Anthem Metroshen looks to respond. Reyes for three. That is no good. Rebound by Felbom. Short pitch. Garcia off the glass. Finally falls in.
And like what I mentioned, box out ang kailangan ng Anthem Metroshen. That's what Donald Felbom did. And setting up a wide open Nick Garcia there.
Schone Mcdavid ahead by 11. Here comes Kyle Slau. Martin Reyes trying to mark him. Lau pulls up for a three. That won't work. Rebound picked up here by Donald Felbom. Garcia to Ivan C. Anthem Metroshen looking to run. Reyes for three. That is short. But C is there for the cleanup job.
Yes, it's actually Gino Noel and Kyle Slau who tried to contest Martin Reyes that time. Really, even though he's missing his shots, they still respect his range.
Here comes Contreras to Jert Yao looking at the clock. Schone Mcdavid ahead by 9. Yao with a crossover to Contreras. Pump fake. Fires a 3. That is short. Gino Noel offensive board again and again. They are crashing the boards and cashing in on those extra opportunities, Rowie.
Yes, that was a lucky bounce now going to Schone Mcdavid. That's why they got that possession. But for those who don't know, we have our mandatory substitution here. Anthem Metroshen is actually using a 2-3 zone. That is leaving wide open 3-pointers from the left and right wing dito ng Schone Mcdavid. That's why Kyle Slau and also one of the players on the right wing already shot that 3 kasi open eh. So you need to take those wide open shots, and right now Schone Mcdavid is shooting 40% from the 3-point line.
Yeah. efficient. And every trip has been productive so far for Schone Mcdavid. Meanwhile, here comes Stan to Benny Coyuto. Outside with the pass, Kotoko, long three. That is offline. Rebound by Ko. Forward here to Gabriel Q. They don't have the numbers. Q, he will attack. He will miss, but Ko is there for the putback. Shot is no good. Rebound secured here by Gerard Kotoko. A close call there for Anthem Metroshen. They will attack. Chua, skies for the lane. He will score.
And that's the right way to do it. Abuse your God-given ability. Trey Chu was actually, has a advantage in terms of length. That's why he outstretched his arms for that easy layup.
Jologo pulls up for a three. That won't work. Jobitko will lose the ball to the end line. Ball possession going here to Anthem Metroshen with less than 4 minutes remaining in the second. Benny Coyuto finds Kotoko to Trey Chua. Guarded by Jolo Go, jab stepping with a switch here. Cross-court pass. Coyuto fires a three. That is no good. Ball is tipped. Rebound secured by Gabriel Chu. Jobetko secures the leather. 3:35 remaining here in the first half. Jobetko to Jolo Go. Fires a three. That won't work. Rebound is secured by Ian Tan. To Trey Chua with a crossover. Jobitko in front of him. Ball is tapped out of bounds. The ball will go away. Schone Mcdavid, a stop there by the green shirts. Rory.
And you can see the transition defense dito ng Schone Mcdavid. 5 green players already on the other side, pero 3 yung nasa kabila. Wala nang bumaba sa ating Metroshen. Also, just want to highlight this rotation of Schone Mcdavid. Kaslaw is on the bench, and sino yung scorer on the floor?
Jologo.
So they have really interesting rotation in their arsenal in this do-or-die game.
Yung balance. So the balance is there for Schone Mcdavid. Meanwhile, Trey Chua with a fadeaway J. That won't work. Rebound picked up here by Aaron Ko to Jolo Go. Guarded by Kotoko. Go will spin. Driving middle. Kick out pass. 2, 4, 3. No good. Rebound secured here by Ian Tan. 2:40 remaining in the second. To Benny Coyuto. With Gabriel Q in front of him. Coyuto carving space. He will be called for the travel. Another defensive stop there by Schone Mcdavid.
You can see already, like what I mentioned earlier, 4-5 na yung nasa kabilang floor. Dito naman, 3 lang for Anthem Metroshen. Really, transition offense is kailangan na-improve pa ng Anthem Metroshen. But this team is not actually a run-and-gun team compared to Schone Mcdavid. They like to set up their plays compared to Schone Mcdavid, and that's what's killing them right now. If mabagal kayo bumaba sa opensa, dapat bumawi rin sa depensa.
An unproductive trip down the floor for Anthem Metroshen, and somehow a productive attack here for Schone Mcdavid with Jologo getting an opportunity from the free throw line. They are up by 9 here.
Yes.
If you're Schone Mcdavid, you just want to keep on
Yes.
this aggressiveness in this ballgame, Rowie.
Yes, if it's working, why change it, diba? And at the same time, Anthem Metroshen, ito pa yung maganda sa stats natin, Schone Mcdavid is actually the second best team in terms of points from turnovers. So, they're averaging 16 points from turnovers. So, every time may turnover yung kalaban nila, 9 times out of 10, makakascore sila. Anthem Metroshen is actually the top 2 team in terms of getting turnovers per game. They're averaging 15 turnovers per outing, and that says a lot. They need to make much better decisions, and they need to take care of the ball much better.
Talk about taking opportunities on your opponent's miscues. That is the signature of Schone Mcdavid. Meanwhile, Go. Short pass to Nang. He will miss on that one. Rebound by Ko with a kick-out pass to Gabriel Q. Fires a 3. That won't work. Rebound. Jobitko will lose the ball to the baseline. Ball possession going the way of Anthem Metroshen with 1:45 remaining in the second. Here comes Trey Chua. His team is down by 10. Gabriel Q waiting to defend. Trey Chua still with the leather. Corner pass. Kotoko for 3. In and out. Rebound secured here by Jobetko. The green shirts are on the run. Jologo facing a double team. Locates Stu to a wide open Aaron Ko. He will miss the short stab. Kotoko, he will be fouled. 1:19 remaining in the second. If you are Anthem Metroshen, Rowie, how would you want to end the first half? You're down by 10.
Yes, don't look at the score, just run your pace, but you still have 20 more minutes of action after this one. So of course, you need to build up the momentum, because if you start or close out strong, it can carry to the next quarter. So that's one of the things that they need to work on, especially in the second stringers. Pagdating pa naman ng third, automatic free for all na yung substitution natin. So this is the perfect time to analyze your play, what works well.
Ooh. Trey Chu was blocked on that trip. His second serving doesn't work. Rebound secured by Anthem Metroshen. We're down to the final minute of the second period. Joe Bitko, rotation dribble, pull up J. Ew, that is good. Ow!
Right now, Schone Mcdavid is actually shooting 17 out of 49 no, from the field. Really,
Quite high.
you need to put a body on someone every time they drive to the rim. That was a 4-point shot if you're playing in the PBA for Jed Kotoko.
Kotoko will miss the 3-point try. Rebound secured by Aaron Ko. Hands it over to Joe Bitko. Oh, crossover dribble. Joe Bitko. What a drop pass. Oh, Aaron Ko will finish. That is his play. It's brought to you by Nike Park Access.
Like what I mentioned, you need to put a body on someone. No bodies at all for Aaron Ko that time, leading to an easy bucket.
Shot clock is off here for Anthem Metroshen. Koyuto with the leather in front of the... Oh! Stolen away by Joe Bitko. All alone, lays it in. Bye-bye! 16-point lead for Schone Mcdavid. 49-33 to end the first half over Anthem Metroshen. We go to the first half. End of the first half. This halftime break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second half of action when we come back. Tinambakan.
Oo nga.
enter the second half of action between Schone Mcdavid and Anthem Metroshen. We start off the second half with Schone Mcdavid ahead by 16, live from the AYSN Sports Center, the home of the Stallion Cup here in Domingo in San Juan. It is the play-in match here, the 6th Stallion Cup, presented by Exped Charcoal Socks. Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor, only for the Stallion Cup, joined by Rowie Sacote. A hot shooting first half here for Schone Mcdavid that ended the first half, Rowie.
Yes, hindi lang yun. Rebounding department. Even though they're shooting outside really well, as look at that, bumawi kagad si Kyle Slau. They're also abusing the paint, no? They're leading this points inside the paint in this ball game right now with 24 compared to Anthem Metroshen 16.
And that was the story of the first half, racing to this double-digit advantage. Meanwhile, Trey Chua coming up with the steal. Finds Jed Kotoko, spots up for a 3. That is no good. Rebound secured by Jobet Ko. Finds Wesley Contreras. Hands it over to Jologo. Looking at Kyle, but Jologo decides to go all for the lane. Increasing Schone Mcdavid dito 18.
Yes, actually, dami lang doon si Kyle Slau, no? If you're a scorer, you get a lot of attention, no? As good retaliation right there for Trey Chua. So, you have 2 scores on the floor for Schone Mcdavid. Now, the question is, kamusta kaya yung magiging pasahan ng dalawang teammates na to na si Kyle Slau and Jologo?
Meanwhile, Wesley Contreras, airball on that 3-point try. Ball possession going the way of Anthem Metroshen. Well, at the pre-game, Rowie discussed how these two teams ended up in this play-in ball game. Actually, it was a 3-way tie.
Yes.
3 teams ending with a 5-6 record. But these 3 teams, Traverse Asia Builders, Anthem Metroshen, and Schone Mcdavid, identical 5-6 record, but mathematics came into play.
Yes.
That's why we have this play-in ball game.
Yes, yung quotient system natin, like what we discussed during the pre-game, no? So, since 3-way tayo sa 7, 8, and 9 seed, quotient system tayo. Traverse Asia, plus 10 sila. Ibig sabihin, in total, all of their games, yung lamang nila sa mga nakalaban nila was plus 10. Anthem Metroshen plus 7 and Schone Mcdavid is minus 17. So, mas malaking difference. That's why number 9 etong Schone Mcdavid and number 8 si Anthem Metroshen.
Medyo naglabas si Rowie ng calculator doon. Actually, that was the story in our team standings. The other teams actually ended up with ties. In my list here, there was a tie at 2 and 3 between Studio 300 and Zush. They both ended with an 8 and 3 win-loss record, but good for Studio 300, ending at the numbers 2 spot, gained for them a twice to beat advantage.
Yes, I believe that's the win over the other rule naman natin, no? Kasi during the eliminations round, nanalo ang Studio 300 against the Zush.
At di pa tayo doon natatapos sa mga tabla. Mas Jologo nailed the 3-pointer. We also had a tie at the number 4 to the number 6 spot.
3-way din.
6 and 5 record. CW Home Depot, Pet1 Ken Flores, and Boysen, with CW Home Depot earning the top seed via the quotient, Rowie.
Yes, so literally seeding na lang yung usapan dito. The question is kung sino man nanalo dito, silang lalaban sa Link & Co CSI. And on that game, as Kaslaw misses that 3, Link & Co CSI will have a twice to beat advantage, no? The question is, sino ba makakatapat nila sa ating playoffs, first game ng playoffs nila?
Which will be on Saturday.
Yes.
Rather 4 games away. 4 days away from our playoff. The winner of this ball game will get Link & Co CSI as their reward on the playoffs. Link & Co CSI has the twice to beat advantage. Meanwhile, Kyle Slau will miss on the leaner. Outlet pass by Sean Chan. Telegraph there by Jologo. Pulls up for a 3. That is too strong. Rebound. Tapped out there by Nang. The ball will stay with Schone Mcdavid. Again, as Rowie and I have announced, the playoffs, the quarterfinals begins on Saturday. Link & Co CSI waiting on the wings. They will face the winner of this play-in ball game, Kyle Slau. Goes glass on that one.
As again, it's either pitch or poison kind of thing right now for Anthem Metroshen. If you have Kyle Slau and Jologo on the floor, kung may magdadrive, automatic magsasag off yung isa, leading to a wide open 3-pointer on the other end. If you're gonna close out or clog in the driving lanes, malilibre naman yung tres, so you don't know what to do.
Meanwhile, Donald Felbaum off an offensive rebound scores. That will cut Schone Mcdavid 3-14. Contreras to Nang to Jologo. Kick out pass. Contreras saves the leather. 12 on the shot clock of Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Jert Yao from the middle against Chan. Jert Yao, scoop shot is no good. Cleanup job there is completed by Eldridge Nang.
Eldridge Nang is doing a phenomenal job getting the rebounds, no, setting extra possessions for his team. And just like that, they're now up by 14.
Same theme as the first half as Sean Chan goes for the jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Kyle Slau to Joe Logo. Spots up for a 3. Jackpot! 3-pointer by Joe Logo is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint. 5:33 remaining in the third. Timeout requested by Anthem Metroshen. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Live action here. Anthem Metroshen off a timeout. They are down 64 to 45. Here comes Kotoko. Guarded by Kyle Slau to Tan. Down the post to Martin Reyes. He has to hit up. Jumper. That is no good, but he will be fouled. Martin Reyes still looking to regain his shooting touch here in the third, Rowie.
Yes, he only has 4 points in this ball game. So again, he's averaging 20 points per game. 22 actually to be exact. And he's shooting 34.2% from downtown. But right now in this, where, this is the knockout round na, you really need to step up. But since Martin Reyes is, ice cold in this ball game, someone really needs to step up. Actually, all players from Anthem Metroshen needs to step up, not just offensively, but also defensively. Because right now, Schone Mcdavid is abusing all of the shooting output regardless kung magdadrive, magpe-perimeter, or magtitres.
Jobet ko will miss and another cleanup job by Eldridge. And everything clicking here for Schone Mcdavid, Rowie.
Yes, it has been a Schone Mcdavid basketball here in the third quarter, especially Eldridge Nang, one of the key contributors for them.
As Ivan C. Nearly losing possession of the leather. Speaking of Martin Reyes, every trip down the floor, he's facing a double team, really giving him a hard time to find the rim, Rowie.
It just shows that Schone Mcdavid really did their homework, no? Of course, na-check na nila itong si Martin Reyes because nagkatapat na sila during the eliminations as right on cue, stolen away.
Turn over there by Anthem Metroshen, leading to a Jologo, easy lay-in.
Kita mo yung dalawang two-man game na yon, Jologo and Kalslao, yung umaatake sa rim.
Sinong babantayan mo doon, di ba? Meanwhile, Kotoko looking to retaliate to Felbom. Leaner off the glass is no good. Eldridge Nang doing the smartest thing.
Yes, pull the chair move.
Preventing a collision there with Donald Felbom. Meanwhile, Kyle Slau, pocket pass. Jobet, what a find. What a play there by Schone Mcdavid. Assist play brought to you by Nike Park Access.
Anthem Metroshen just caught sleeping on their defense, and that's no foul was called there. But like what I mentioned, ball watching na lang ginagawa ng Anthem Metroshen down below.
Well, a thing of beauty there, your big man passing. Yeah. Passing down the post. Joe Bitko dropping down on Eldridge Nang there. They are ahead 70 to 49. Ivan C. The jumper goes over the backboard. Another unproductive trip there for Anthem Metroshen. Ball going back here to the green shirts. Here comes Jolo. Go. Looking to increase the 70 to 49 lead. 3-pointer that is offline. Ball is loose and a loose ball foul will be called against Mike Yu. 3 minutes and 35 remaining in the third. Gabriel Yu comes back into the ball game, replacing Jologo, giving him a well-deserved breather. Inbound from the end line here for the blue shirts. Sean Chan, likewise, coming back into the ball game. He replaces Donald Felbom. Again, waiting in the wings. The winner of this ball game will face the top seed Link & Co. CSI. With Link & Co. CSI holding on to a twice-to-beat advantage.
Yes.
What a reward for the winner of this ball game.
Yeah, exactly. Hindi ko alam kung reward ba yun kasi parang papahirapan mo rin sarili mo during the playoffs because again, the number one team you'll be facing and may twice-to-beat advantage pa sila.
Kyle Slau, pump fake the jumper. Bank is open even if it's almost 8:30 p.m. Rowie.
Again, Kaslao just putting on a clinic right now. Actually, not just Kaslao, the entire Schone Mcdavid. And they're shooting actually 40% right now from the field compared sa 33% na itong Anthem Metroshen.
Well, not just a clinic but a basketball camp in this ball game as Sean Chan draws a foul. Trey Chua comes back into the ball game. He replaces Martin Reyes, clearly winded in this ball game, Rowie. He has been a marked man all game long.
And just want to get back dito sa Schone Mcdavid, no? They're abusing the paint. They now have 40 points inside the paint compared sa 22 points ng Anthem Metroshen inside the paint. It just shows dominance, no, in the restricted area. But hindi lang yun eh. Yung 3-point shooting rin nila eh. Yun rin yung lamang sa kanila ngayon, shooting 7 out of 23. That's 30% from downtown compared to Anthem Metroshen's 3 out of 25.
Well, you'd expect the 3-pointers to come from Joe Logo or Kaisla, but even, Wesley Contreras contributing to that cause.
And they are not yet done, no? Itong Schone Mcdavid, they're up by 22, but still saying they want to dominate this game.
As Kyle Slau, sidestep, 3-pointer, overcooks that one, rebound by Kotoko, outlet pitch, Ivan C. Mike Yu giving chase, extra pass, Trey Chua, one-hander doesn't work, but a foul will be called against Gino Noel. 2 free throws to be awarded here to Trey Chua.
And that's what I mentioned earlier, no? Itong si Mike Yu, even though he's not that great, not much of a scorer, yung plus-minus niya says it all. He's averaging plus 8 points per game. That shows that yung defense na yun, wala naman sa stat sheet yun eh, yung pag-stop ng fast break eh. But again, that's why the plus-minus is there para sabihin na, is this guy also contributing every time he's on the floor? Kasi yung oras niya and yung productivity ng team, yun ang tinitignan sa plus-minus. And that's one of the reasons why Mike Yu is the 7th best in terms of plus-minus per outing in this tournament, because he can make defensive plays, he can set up screens, he can bother shots na hindi makikita sa stat sheet.
A 72-51 advantage for Schone Mcdavid with 2:25 remaining in the third. Jobetko face-to-face against Felbaum. Elbow jumper. That is money for Jobetko.
And some words there for Jobetko after making that bucket. They're just having the time of their life right now. Why not? They're in this lead, and however, may isa pang quarter after this.
As Trey Chua swishes the jumper, answering back with another bucket. But Schone Mcdavid still in command of this ball game. They are ahead by 21. Here comes Kyle Slau to an open Gabriel Tew, guarded by Kotoko, attacks baseline, floater, that is no good. Rebound by Joe Betko, fadeaway J, partially deflected there by Felbaum. Rebound by Ivan C, 2-on-2 attack. C against Lau, and a blocking foul, caught across the arm. Kyle Slau whistled for the personal foul, sending Ivan C to the stripe for a pair. Who will join? Traverse Asia, Boysen, Pet1 Kent Floor, CW Home Depot, Zush, Studio 300, and Lincoln Co. CSI in our quarterfinals. Still have 1:43 and the fourth period remaining to determine to complete our playoff cast as Ivan C lines up for the second. That one bounces in. Martin Reyes reinserted to this Anthem Metroshen lineup, and you know what happens next, Rowie? You'll expect another double teaming pressure against Martin Reyes on their way down on the floor.
Literally, checkmate nila si Martin Reyes in this ball game. Again, last time, naka 28 points yan when these two teams met. But in this game, he can't find a bucket here.
Missing in the jumper was Kyle Slau, but Gino Noel recycles the possession for the green shirts as Donald Felbaum comes up with the block. That block shot is brought to you by Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twist. Meanwhile, 3-point play opportunity for Trey Chua, brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint, adding up to his output this evening, Rowie.
Yeah, that was a mismatch in terms of length. No? Tinaas na lang kagad ni Trey Chua yung bola kasi parang Wembenyame. Hindi mo na maabot yung bola because of the height mismatch and the length neto ni Trey Chua.
9 points in the ball game for Trey Chua together with 5 rebounds. He completes the bonus. He's now in double figures, 1-15. Remaining in the third, Gabriel Tew, setting up the offense for the green shirts, finds Joe Logo against Kotoko. Go will attack, the floater from the middle is good.
Wow! That was not an easy bucket for Jologo, but he made it look easy. That was against 2 defenders. Iniwan niya yung isa and he shot a high arcing shot over Donald Felbaum.
Here comes Trey Chua against Stu. Screen by Felbomb. Chua, jumper, bottom.
Now, every time nakakascore itong Anthem Metroshen, nakakascore din itong Schone Mcdavid. Anthem Metroshen really needs to make some stops because they're just trading buckets, and this works for Schone Mcdavid because they're in the lead.
Schone Mcdavid looking to retaliate with Jologo. Holding on to the leather. Bounce pass. Jobit Ko against Kotoko. Ko. Fadeaway jumper. That won't work, but Mike is there for the cleanup. The putback won't work, but Gino Noel, Junkyard Dog, doing the cleanup job.
There were 3 sky blue jerseys inside the paint against 1, but Gino Noel was able to grab that rebound.
And another rebound by Gino Noel. 10 seconds remaining here in the third. Jologo, hearing his teammates chant the clock. Go, stepping back for 3. That is no good. Mike Yu with a putback, counted in.
And our referee signaled that basket will count for Mike Yu.
And that will definitely count. The score at the end of the third, an 80-60 advantage for Schone Mcdavid over Anthem Metroshen. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The final quarter when we come back. Number 4 between Schone Mcdavid and Anthem Metroshen. The green shirts ahead by 20. Reyes for 3, in and out. Rebound by Jert Yao, hands it over to Wesley Contreras. Guarded by Reyes.
Just want to share, Jonas, no? Again, in this ball game, lamang ng 20 etong Schone Mcdavid, but they cannot sleep on Anthem Metroshen. For those who don't know, in the history of Philippine basketball, in the fourth quarter, there's a team that led 31 points. 31 points in the fourth quarter. So in that 10 minutes, nahabol pa ng team, and that was in the MPBL headed by Coach Viz Valencia. So that happened na rin before. So we will never know. That's why yung favorite saying ko sa basketball is bilog ang bola, kasi you'll never know what will happen.
That's a piece of trivia from the one and only Roby Sacote. Stolen away by Jert Yao. Long pitch intended for Jologo. Track down there by Trey Chua. The blue shirts are on the run. Trey Chua, rotation dribble, shot is no good. Rebound by Yao. Finds Contreras. Jologo, wide open for a 3. Jackpot! 3-pointer brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 pain.
Jologo now with Kobe numbers, 24 points already in his arsenal.
No let up from Jologo.
Oo.
They are ahead by 23. Martin Reyes trying to respond. It has been a long night for Martin Reyes all game long, Rory.
Kung gaano kainit si Caslao and si Jologo, Martin Reyes, gano'n naman ang kabaliktaran, gano'n siya kalamig in this do-or-die game.
Jologo going for a back-to-back. This time he will miss. Rebound by Tan. Finds Ivan C. Against Jologo. C. Drop pass, Trey Chua. Short stab is good.
And again already, Donald Felbom and etong
Ian Tan.
Yes, Ian Tan hindi na bumababa in this ball game.
But a bright spot here for Anthem Metroshen is Trey Chua, their leading scorer so far in this ball game.
Yes, but again, someone really needs to step up pa, not just Trey Chua, as good defense right there for Ian Tan.
Here comes Ian Felbom with a takeaway. Felbom trying to attack as Felbom will be fouled.
But the basket will not count.
Sideline inbound here. As Donald Felbom looking for the continuation. As Gerald Kotoko and Sean Chan were entering the ball game here. Anthem Metroshen looking to unload. Last-ditch effort in this part of the ball game, Roy.
Yes, and actually, ang pinaka-effort na may kailangan talaga itong Anthem Metroshen. So that's why they're now putting all of their scores inside the paint, inside the court. This is their last heave.
Martin Reyes for 3. Too strong. Rebound by Kotoko. Jert Yao in front of him. Extra step. The shot is no good. Offensive board. Felbom, he'll spin. The hook shot off the glass. That won't work. Trey Chua, mid-range J. He will miss. That was close. Long pitch intended for Kyle Slough, tapped out of bounds by Martin Reyes. The shots just simply won't fall for Anthem Metroshen.
Those were 4 consecutive opportunities for Anthem Metroshen, but they cannot make a bucket there.
As Ivan see.
Take note, walang Aaron Coy, walang Eldridge na on the floor. And Anthem Metroshen are having a hard time to shoot the ball.
Another pick and roll play. Just like in 2K, Kyle Slough and Jobetko connecting on what could be the oldest play in basketball, Roby.
Yes, oldest but most effective play in basketball. And right now, they're now up by 23 points and making a statement here.
Pang 2K yun lang ang nirawan ko eh. Madali.
Ayun, circle yun, circle. Bounce pass eh.
May hotkeys ako din eh. Schone Mcdavid still in command. They are ahead by 20. But obviously, no let up from these guys, Rowie.
And that's the right way to do it. It shows respect to your opponent na even though you're up, you cannot relax because, again, this is still basketball. Live pa rin yung bola, tumatakbo pa rin yung oras as
Jert Yao decides to join the scoring in this ball game, nailing that mid-range jumper. 22-point lead for Schone Mcdavid. Meanwhile, Jed Kotoko missing on the 3-point try. Rebound by Jert Yao. Hands it over to Joe Logo. Bounce pass to Kyle Slough with Kotoko in front of him, calling out a play. Screen by Joe Betko. Lau against Chan. Contreras, open 3. No good. Rebound by Donald Felbaum. 6:20 remaining here in the fourth. Chan with a handoff. Martin Reyes. Crossover dribble. Drop pass. That sails out of bounds. Another turnover. And another unproductive trip for Anthem Metroshen.
That could have been an easy bucket but miscommunication on that pass. Actually, hindi na nga intense yung defense dito ng Schone Mcdavid because they have the luxury of the score and the time. And the time is their best friend right now.
And the luxury of shuffling their men. Gabriel Q reinserted into that bucket. As Jert Yao nails that familiar jumper once again.
And that's his spot and after that shot, I saw hands rising up and cheering for his team.
Donald Felbaum longing to answer back, he will miss. Rebound secured by Joe Betko. Finds Kyle Slough. In front of Reyes, Joe Logo. Open 3. Jackpot! 3-pointer brought to you by Boys in the number 1 paint. It has been an Anthem Schone Mcdavid show so far. They are ahead 92-65. This time out is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Back to live action. 5:36 remaining in the fourth. Back on the floor here is Nick Garcia. Setting up the offense for the blue shirts. They are down 92-65. Sean Chan finds Ivan C. To Garcia. Back to C. Corner 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer by Ivan C. He has now 17 in the ball game. Sa Jologo, Mike Yu rather will lose the ball to the baseline. Ball possession going back to Anthem Metroshen.
Yes, and for Anthem Metroshen, you don't need to look at the score anymore. Again, just run your plays and let's see what will happen.
As Ivan C spots up for another 3-pointer. This time he will miss. Oh, Mike Yu streaking down the court. Layup. He botches that one. Rebound by Tan. To C. To Cannon. To Chan. Back to Cannon. The jumper. That is short. Rebound by Jert Yao. Rebounding story so far. Rowie, obviously, Schone Mcdavid is in command of that statistical department.
Yes, and that's why they're up in this ball game because not just in terms of getting the rebounds, they're making quality shots for their team. Actually, konti lang naman yung difference in terms of rebounds. 60 rebounds etong Schone Mcdavid and 54 etong Anthem Metroshen. Not much of a difference, but every time Schone Mcdavid has the possession, they making the most of it.
The second chance points and the third
Oo.
over points, obviously, in favor of Schone Mcdavid as Sean Chan scores on that floater. 92 to 70 advantage still for Schone Mcdavid. Here comes Stu. Finds Kyle Slough. Long three. No good. Rebound by Tan. With a pitch here to Nick Garcia. Ivan C. looking for the ball. Instead, he passes to Cannon. Ivan C. pulls it back out for three. Bang, bang! Another three-pointer for Ivan C. brought to you by Boysen, the number one pain.
Yes, he now has 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter alone. And even though he's the 10th best 3-point shooter in this tournament, not enough for Anthem Metroshen. And for those who don't know, actually Kyle Slough now in double-double figures.
And Kyle Slough has the ball. Finds his running partner, Joe Logo, for three. Jackpot! Actually, it was a big, hindi naman masyadong mataas, no? But it was a big scoring evening last November 15 for Kyle Slough and Joe Logo. Well, Kyle Slough set a Stallion Cup record, 83 points in that ball in their 170 to 110 win against Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. Kyle Slough was backstopped by Joe Logo, who finished with 63, nailing, 21 3-pointers.
Grabe. It just shows that they are actually one of the, they are the best scorers. Scorers in this tournament. Again, number 1 si Kyle Slough sa points per game. Number 2 si Joe Logo sa points per game natin.
95 to 76 is our count. Rebound by Chan with a pitch here to Garcia. Finds Ivan C. looking for another 3-pointer. Jackpot! Finding a shooting touch here in the fourth is Ivan C.
That would have been big talaga, no, if he made it early in this ball game. But in the closing, we're already less than 3 minutes to play in this ball game. This is already in the records, no, that Schone Mcdavid will going to be advancing to the playoffs.
And what's your outlook in the quarterfinals? It looks like a Schone Mcdavid will clinch 8th spot. They will be facing this tough Link & Co. CSI squad with a twice to beat advantage. What's your outlook in that matchup, Rowie?
Well, that was only a 3-point win, no, for Link & Co. CSI when these two teams met during the eliminations. 84 to 81 was the score. So I'm pretty excited for that game. However, pinagkaiba, may twice to beat advantage ang Link & Co. CSI. But for Schone Mcdavid, like in this game, they also lost to Anthem Metroshen last game during the eliminations. But in this game, they did their homework, they did their assignment. You can see what happened when you came in prepared, as they are enjoying a huge margin in this eliminations game.
And it looks like Schone Mcdavid will extend their tournament lives. They are ahead by 20. That last 2-minute call by Kuya Anjo Pire is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality as Ivan C. knocks down another 3-pointer. That may not be enough, but enough to increase his output in the ballgame and in the tournament is Ivan C. 99 to 82 is our count. And it looks like Anthem Metroshen will be gone fishing in this tournament as Kyle Slough drives middle. What about pass? Call. The shot will be blocked. That block shot is brought to you by Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twist. Kyle Slough at the corner, hounded by Ivan C. Kyle Slough pulls it back out. Corner 3, in and out. Rebound by Tan. Hands it over to Garcia with 1:20 remaining here in the fourth. Bounce pass, Wacky Cannon for 3. He will miss. Rebound by Kyle Slough. To Mike Yu. Open court, lays it in. You will be fouled.
And
Shiboga. Yeah, you were saying, partner.
yes, and right now, even though Joe Logo is already taking a rest, andito pa rin si Kyle Slough on the floor, and they're not yet done. And with just one more point, they're going to be crossing the century mark in terms of scoring.
And just going through our play of 3, it looks like Schone Mcdavid will notch the 8th spot. They will be facing Link & Co. CSI in the first semi-finals pairing. And in our 2 versus 7 matchup, Studio 300, armed with a twice to beat advantage, will be facing Traverse Asia Builders. Going through the list, 3 versus 6 matchup, Zeus.ph up against Boysen. And the number 4 versus number 5.
Diretso sa ating mesa.
We have CW Home Depot versus Pet 1, Kent Floors. All exciting matchup in the quarterfinals, Rowie.
Yes, we're already nearing the close end of our 6th season. No? What a very successful season. After 3 months, grabe
Ha?
dami
3 months na ba yun?
3 months.
Parang
August
bilis,
tayo nag-start. August 23 was our first game. And right now, magdi-December na din.
Yeah,
So,
we're looking to end up bago magano simbang gabi, no? As Schone Mcdavid has reached the century mark, they're ahead 100 to 82. Garcia looking to dribble away the clock. They get the they get the sideline violation here. 25.5 seconds remaining in the ball game. It has been a dominant showing here for Schone Mcdavid, Rowie. They really showed that they wanted that 8th spot.
And that's the right way to do it coming into the playoffs. Again, nung nagkatapat sila ng number 1 seed, it was just a 3-point win. Right now, they're in it to win, and at the same time, in this game, they lost last time to Anthem Metroshen, but in this game, they dominated. So let's see kung ano mangyayari sa Lincoln Co CSI as that is the final score na kagad, automatic Jonas.
Putting the final dot into this paragraph, into this sentence, Kyle Sloan nails another 3-pointer. Our final score, a 103 to 82 win for Schone Mcdavid over Anthem Metroshen. They enter the quarterfinals as a number 8 seed. It has been an honor working with you, Rowie.
Yes, Jonas, and nag-enjoy rin ako. And hopefully this is not the first and last
ba?
may two-man panel tayo. But in this ball game alone, we already completed our playoffs picture as Schone Mcdavid will complete the final 8 teams who's gonna be moving on to our playoffs. So very exciting kasi automatic laglagan na. Actually from this game moving forward, laglagan na talaga yung
Winner
ating
go home.
competition. Yes.
Yep. And on behalf of our broadcast partner, Rowie Sacote, this has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Our post-game interviews when we come back. We have here our best player of the ball game brought to you by Boys and the number 1 paint Jologo, helping lead Schone Mcdavid to display in victory over Anthem Metroshen to a score of 103 to 82. Jolo finished with 30 points and 1 steal. Una muna Jolo, all important ball game. Una muna on defense. Martin Reyes was definitely a marked man in the ball game. Was that part of the game plan to leading to this victory for Schone Mcdavid?
Yeah, definitely. Kasi alam naman natin kung gano'n sa ka-shooter. So, yeah, before the game, we talked about stopping him talaga, right? Hindi siya pwede ma-open.
Well, 21 3-pointers in your last ball game. You finished with 63 in your ball game last Saturday. You continued with this hot shooting in this ball game. What was the key to that consistency from beyond the arc?
Siguro, nag-gain ko yung confidence ko sa last game namin. So, yan. Thankfully, nadala ko sa game today.
Well, the job's not done. You entered the quarterfinals on Saturday against Lincoln Co CSI, a team that will be armed with a twice to beat advantage. But what can we expect from Jologo and the rest of Schone Mcdavid in that ball game?
Siguro, expect lang na we'll give it our all and we'll enjoy the game. Yeah.
And finally, game was streamed live over at the official YouTube page of the Stallion Cup. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
Shout out to family ko and thank you my Lord for the win. Ano lang nasaktan.
And again, that was the best player of the ball game presented by Boys and the number 1 paint, my schoolmate, Jologo, best player of the ball game, leading Schone Mcdavid to this 103 to 82 victory over Anthem Metroshen. And on behalf of everyone working the sideline here at the Stallion Cup, this has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. See you on the quarterfinals scheduled this Saturday.